Greetings, everyone. How y'all doing today? Happy Thursday. Today is the day that Jupiter rules, and Jupiter is the planet that rules expansion and blessings, also luck, spiritual practice, how you access things, your higher consciousness. It's the pathway to your higher consciousness. Education, philosophy, travel. Jupiter is a really benevolent energy, is what they would like to say. But it also can be excess, like just too much of things, not knowing when to stop, and like making a good thing horrible because you just don't have any real discipline. So I wanted to come in and talk about some of the politics and things that are going on. I generally lately don't talk about this stuff because I don't participate in the way that I used to. I used to be a really staunch, politically active person, and really worked to marry spirituality and politics. Studied politics and history at Howard University. Was really like devoted to it. That's just my personality. And then Barack Obama won the election. I watched our country go in decline, and it woke me up. Like, I literally was like, oh, there's something nefarious going on here. Like, we cannot be saved from this experience of America. It's happening. And the system of racism is not going to make an adjustment for the times because of morality. It's just what it is. And I realized that capitalism was really the god of this country. And I became really disillusioned. But when Clinton and Trump were running, I couldn't vote for Clinton because of her history with black crime. It just was against I just couldn't do it. I couldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I could not get on her side. And I had studied history and politics. I had grown up in an environment where I literally watched the whole entire crack epidemic and prison system thing start. I watched it. I watched my friends go to jail. And so I was just like, there's no way I can support her. Also beginning to realize that politics was really just another cult in our country. I was like, oh, this is really something, this two-party system. I don't have any other choices. So I decided to vote for the Green Party. I go on election day to cast my vote for, I think, Jill somebody. And when I'm in the booth, I hear a voice in my head say, vote for Trump. And I fucking lose my mind. It literally was like, what the fuck? Like, I had written articles against Trump. Like, I've been a blogger for years. If you go Google my name, Monique Ruffin, you'll see all the stuff I've written for Huffington Post. For years, I've been writing about this stuff. And it was like every now and again I hear a voice in my head that speaks so strongly that I have to listen to it because it's so rare. And I'm like, and every time I listen, it pays off. But it's always some incredible thing that's like, why would you have me do that? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. So the voice is like, vote for Trump. So I go and do all the other votes, and then I go right to the beginning, and it's Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and Jill whomever, and I vote for Donald Trump. And then I close up my ballot really quickly, give it to the people, they put it in, and I run home, and I am on the couch for a whole day, just distraught. I had been distraught for the months up to the election, but now I'm really distraught. I had been like, where are we going? What is this country doing for up until that time? But at that moment, I was like, now where am I going? And like I felt like all this. I just felt all sorts of stuff. And what I realized was the next day in Los Angeles is where I live. The next day, the whole city was deeply depressed, and I was not. I literally watched. Like, I went to an election party and I was at my friend's house, and nobody could believe it. Everybody was stunned, but I was not, because I had been given the information from inside of myself before then. And so I was in a great deal of turmoil because I was a really public writer. I wrote about politics all the time. So I started telling people, I voted for Trump, and my friends were livid. Like, I lost friends. And I told people why. But on some level, I didn't know why, really. On some level, I didn't really know why. I just knew that I listened to the voice, because when I listen to the voice, if I don't listen to the voice, I'm going to suffer. Kind of like the voice in Dune. If you guys saw that movie Dune, like the voice is like that inside of me. Do it now. And so, it's not that. It's not like that. But that day it was. So what I start to realize as I'm watching this experience in our country is that, Trump is here to dismantle the reality. Like, I got it. All of a sudden it clicked in for me. And I was so aware that this man was here to break the system. This man is here to break the wheel. Okay? And it's such an interesting thing. I get that other people can't see it, or maybe some people can. But the reason he's here to break the wheel is because he is a white man. And that system of white male patriarchal is finished. We are living through an age change. We are living through a cosmic event like that has wiped the earth out several times. But we are attempting to do it without having to erase humanity and start all over again. And people aren't aware of what they're doing because people are just at the effect of things. Some people are aware, maybe, right? Like, I just became aware in the last several years of like, something is really happening because I study astrology. And the astrology helps me understand what's happening, the great year shift. So what I know for sure is that our current reality is dissolving. It is breaking down. It's not going to thrive. It's not going to live. Now, I'm not suggesting that anybody vote for Trump or that Trump needs to be the person that we elect. I'm done with politics. After I voted for Trump that time, I never cast another vote. I literally was like, that's it. Like, I really got that politics is a distraction. I got that. And I really wanted to focus my energy on what really mattered, which was me becoming who I'm here and meant to be as we open up the new reality. I didn't want to give my energy to old stuff anymore. I wanted to know, like, I'm here for the new age. So I'm doing that work. But what I know is that Trump is a dismantler. He is a destroyer, and his energy is chaos. And because I'm an astrologer, I study this stuff, and he uses these divisive tactics to pull on the emotions of our citizenry because we are very emotionally based. We've not matured. We're very immature. So issues of race and issues of gender and all that sort of stuff gets our emotions, and he uses that to get the following, to create this beehive effect where everybody's following him because they're not waking up. These are people who are not evolving into the next reality. So really what's going to happen is the reality that we're in is going to just become obsolete. Like, we are not going to use 8-track tapes anymore. We're just evolving as humans, though the things that we used to do are done. And this political system is one of those things. The whole world that we live in America, which is a made-up construct, it's a big game, it's over with, right? And so Trump is a dismantler, so when he was in office and, he put people in education systems and, all these branches of the government who had no experience because he's dismantling it. He's not attempting to keep the same system in place. Now, it doesn't matter what system he's trying to create because we have the power. And I understand that because of the cosmology. But I do know that he's a dismantler, and that is what I'm for. I'm for the system being dismantled, however it looks, by any means necessary. Tear this motherfucker down. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. If y'all want to do readings, you want to understand your role in this, who you're here to be, please book a session with me at healwithmoonmama.com. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.